Hello everyone, you're welcome to this broadcast. I have a word for Africa, the entire African continent. It is one that will bring a revelation of what's in the heart of God concerning that nation, which also serve as an encouragement for all Africans. And even if you're not African, it's an encouragement for you to put your trust in the Lord. Please do remember to share this broadcast with friends and family so that they'll be blessed by that which the Lord will be saying today, and also do subscribe so they can be the first to know what the Lord is saying to the nations when He leads me to upload. For a while now, the Lord has been speaking to me concerning the African continent, although most words He has been giving to me has been concerning Nigeria, although sometimes I have seen Ghana, but this time around He spoke to me about the entire African continent. And He did so after He allowed me to experience something like a form of discrimination here in Germany. I'm presently based in Germany, and something like that about December last year, I was at the Foreign Office, and one of the officials there, she despised me because I was African. And I noticed, and normally it's not the first time that has happened, I just take my mind off it because I know I'm here and I know I'm fulfilling the purpose I'm here. So when I left the office, the Lord took note of what happened, and He gave me a dream that was a revelation of what He was doing, why He's allowing me to experience that, and also why He has allowed Africa to be where it is as at this point. Now, in that dream, I was speaking to some people who were Africans, and I started out by singing, and I was so conscious of my lyrics, and I wanted my lyrics to be to edify, not necessarily one that is not reflective of the gospel. So after singing a while, I started declaring to the people God's plans, that Africa has been despised by the Western world, that this was intentional by God so that the Africa will receive the exhortation that Jesus Christ also received. Now, this was what I was saying because the exhortation that Jesus Christ received came after He endured the cross. That cross was the suffering that He had to endure, and it involved shame. And at the cross of Calvary, Jesus Christ was despised. He was counted as one who was cursed. That is similar to what Africa is experiencing now, because Africa seems to be at the least position, despised among the nation, and also considered to be cursed. Now, the Lord said that it was intentional so that we will receive the same exhortation that Jesus Christ received. Now, there's a principle in the kingdom. Once we share in the sufferings of Christ, we will be qualified to share in the glory. Once we share in the sufferings of Jesus Christ, and we will be qualified to share in the glory. So the situation of Africa is to enable Africa to also experience the suffering that Jesus Christ experienced at the cross of Calvary, so we receive the exhortation. The exhortation means that Africa will be the leading continent of the world. Africa will be the leading continent of the world. In that vision, I emphasized that the reason the Lord is doing it is not necessarily it's not because He's against other nations. No, He wants His name to be glorified. And I believe that the rise of Africa will also inspire other nations to put their trust in Him. So this all happened in a dream, and as I woke up from that dream, these words came out from my mouth: Africa shall be built. So when these words came out from my mouth, sometime later on, the Lord revealed to me through interpretation of a vision that He gave me that it will take 42 years for Africa to be built. Africa that we see now, in 42 years' time, will be the leading nation of the world in terms of the the wealth, education, technology, and everything that makes a nation to be considered the best, to be considered a number one, to be considered a leader, will be found in Africa. So we must respond to this, and must be willing to be sent to the various nations in Africa for the building, because the Lord made it to see that this building will not just be based on the building of buildings, but also based on the building of lives. You understand? People will be given access to the plan of God, which is the word of God, to speak to that nation. But the building will not just be something spiritual, but the kingdom will be made manifest. You understand? By the beautification of the redemption of the land in Africa. So God bless you all. I know this has blessed you guys. Let's share this so that all will be encouraged to endure this process to the end, so that we all partake in the fullness of joy when the exaltation comes. God bless you. Bye.